UFC Fight Night, guys, main event is Amanda Lemos versus Jessica Andrade. This is going to be a kill or be killed fight for one of them here. But before we get into it, guys, this video is sponsored by Full Reptile Collective, brought to you by Dan Hardy. Head over to their website at fullreptile.co.uk where you can find anything from training gear, t-shirts, hoodies, all the way to coffee. For an exclusive 10% off, use Dan Said So at checkout. Make sure to also check out their YouTube channel for some of the best MMA content out there, bar my own. Let's get back to the video. Alright guys, let's start with Amanda Lemos here, because I actually compare her to Amanda Nunes. I think she's very much a similar fighter. She's got very good grappling. She's a 115 version of Amanda Nunes in my head. Generates a lot of power, and you saw that in her opening when she fought at bantamweight against Leslie Smith. She was cracking Leslie. She won every second of all 2 rounds that it was going until she just completely gassed out, and she unloaded everything and the lady was still there. And that's exactly what happened in her last fight against Angela Hill. She got out volume towards the end, and it was a very, very competitive fight. And it might, you know, it maybe shouldn't have been. She has so much technical ability, so much power in her shots, especially the volume she throws out as well. She moves incredibly well when she's in a defensive mode, because her movement and the speed of her lateral movement is second to none. She cuts corners off better than so many women I've seen. And she's got a really good record. She's only been beaten once, and it was by Leslie Smith. She's got a perfect record other than that. The only issue with me is the best person she's ever fought is Angela Hill. And now she's jumping to ex-champion, someone that's fought at 3 weight classes, I believe. Slammed Rose Namajunas on her head, and that is Jessica Andrade, who is one of the most underrated female fighters in mixed martial arts history. She does not get talked about enough as one of the most dangerous women to ever step foot in the cage. She is devastating. So I'll quickly mention the rest of Amanda Lemos here, because from the clinch, she's very good. She has great body locks, really tight squeeze, and she uses it to get them trips. Down to the cage, half guard, likes to post off one hand, likes to pin with the other, and then hard elbows over the top. Very damaging shots, seriously hard power shots from the ground. She loves the ground and pound, but she does her best work on her feet. Moves backwards really well, counters with the right. She has power for days, and she hits you with the end of the shots, very much like Amanda Nunes. But we're going to turn our attention to Jessica Andrade now, because as I mentioned earlier, she is one of the most underrated women in mixed martial arts for me. Devastating knockout power. You saw that against Cynthia Calvillo in her last time out. She has not lost it. The ex-champion. Remember, she picked up Rose Namajunas defending a Kimura. Rose got her in a very dangerous spot with that Kimura. Lifted her up, and Rose should have let go, so then she would have got flipped on her back, but instead she kept hold of it, had her neck completely bent over because she was obviously trying to wrench it, and got slammed on her head, KO, out cold. That was devastating. That won her a belt. Since then, she has fought nothing but the best. You know, her losses, unfortunately, are to Rose, repeat. The second fight, razor close again. You know, she's the one person that really has put the pain and the hurt on Rose. She has a very special style of fighting. Very bulldog-esque, high pressure, hits like a truck, hits like Chris Cyborg, to be honest. The way she marches into pressure, she will take 2 or 3 punches to land one of her own, because she knows that one punch hits harder than 3 of yours combined for a lot of these ladies. You look at her fight against Karolina Kowalkiewicz, steps through, jab, 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 makes that left hand drop of Kowalkiewicz, and over the top, stunning right hand. And say what you want about Karolina at the time, because I know she's taken a dip, but she got sat down and pretty much out cold. She shut her eyes when she got hit by it pretty much. It was so devastating, and I love it. Knockout of Rose, as I said, split decision against Rose, very clear. Got stormed by Weili Zhang, no shame in that. She pretty much did it to everyone before meeting Rose. And Joanna has beaten her again. The way to beat Jessica Andrade is to stick and move and outpoint her. Lemos hasn't showed that she can actually knock someone out clean, to be honest. Being in the UFC, she did it to Ruiz, but I think that was stopped incredibly early. And before, obviously, she's a devastating finisher, don't get me wrong, but since joining the UFC, it's been a harder road for her. Andrade is no joke here. If you beat Andrade, you're ready for a title in my head. That's the step here. She's got a main event against Andrade. Andrade is a bulldog. If she hits Lemos as much as Angela Hill hit Lemos, she will be out. she'll be gone. She will be in the rafters. She'll be singing in the hospital later on, because you need to keep your hands up against her. You need to stick and move, lateral movement, outpoint her. Unless you can do what Weili Zhang did, which no one's been able to do except her, you need to outpoint her. You need to take a book out of Rose Namajunas and Joanna Jędrzejczyk's book here, because they have the plan to beat Andrade. It's very hard to do, and you are going to eat some bombs. The other way to do it, obviously, is how Valentina did it, which no one else can do. No one thought she was going to do that. Everyone thought Valentina's disadvantage to Jessica Andrade was in the grappling. And what did Jessica Andrade get done to her? She got tossed about on her back, ragdolled, crucifixed, and finished. It was devastating. Lemos hasn't shown that in her game. She can take someone down, she can hold someone in half guard, she can pound on their head, but I don't think she's going to do that to Andrade, because no one else can do that but Valentina. Personally, guys, I think this is just too much for Lemos at the moment. I think Jessica Andrade is very, very good. I have her as one of the elite women in mixed martial arts completely. She is devastating knockout power submissions. She's got a sharp ass guillotine. You remember what she jumped on Joanne Calderwood with as well. Joanne Wood now. But she's got it all. She's got great neck attacks, serious power, marching. She does not mind getting hit. She's a dog. She's physically ridiculous as well. I've just got her winning by TKO. I can't think of it any other way. I think she's going to smash. I think the first round could be highly competitive. If Amanda can stay away from those big bombs, stick and move, hit her with some big bombs, maybe counter shots, counter right hook, she could definitely hurt Jessica here. But I just think Jessica's so damn tough, and only one person's been able to storm her. I don't think Amanda has that power that Weili does. I think the second, third round, remember this is 5 rounds as well. I think Jessica's going to push her against the fence, bully her, crack her so goddamn hard she's going to just falter. And I think it's a matter of time before Jessica wears her down and beats her silly. I'm going to go, I think it'll be a 3rd or 4th round finish personally for Jessica. Who have you got, guys? Love to hear your opinions, guys. If you do think Lemos can beat this, I think Andrade has got it all day. Let me know, guys, in the comments below. Like the video if you have enjoyed it, guys, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. I really hope you enjoy the fights, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers all.